Hi, Casual Gaming Geek here, and it's finally happened. We finally got a Nintendo Direct. We've been waiting for this for so long, and I'm very excited. Now, I was holding off watching it just because I had other stuff going on, and unfortunately, I already have a few things spoiled for me. But we're gonna watch it, and I'll probably just put together my highlights for me, what I really enjoyed about it, and well, let's go. I'm very excited for this. Yeah, of course. Oh, I missed the Nintendo Directs. Really?
The
Mario Golf?
fairway is open once again.
When was the last Mario Golf?
Tee off on the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing. Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery. Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots. In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time.
Oh, that
then
looks
you'll
like
race
fun.
through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Aesfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout
very
for more
interesting.
information in the future.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors,
DLC.
Age of Calamity.
Hey, is this actually DLC? Hey. Oh, goody. New weapon, new costume, expanded rooms. Okay, I'm going to have to get that.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
Tell me there's not.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
Come on!
We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Not even
For
like
now,
next month?
we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Come on.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Alright, here we go. Skyward Sword. Oh, I love this game. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. I was just replaying it on the Wii, and oh my goodness, this looks so amazing. Finally. That game's been stuck on the Wii for so long.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
That's good.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
Yeah, I figured they'd do that.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
Yeah, no kidding.
But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system.
There you go.
After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
That makes sense.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
I think I might have to play it like that.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
Oh my goodness.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif.
Alright.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
Alright, I need to get those Joy-Cons.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th.
Gotta wait till the summer?
Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Yeah, because a lot of people, their first Zelda was Breath of the Wild.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Alright, well, so to be honest, there wasn't really a whole lot there that actually appealed to me that much. Now, I really do need to expand my horizons. I get that. Probably I'll start with Monster Hunter because that looks like a lot of fun. So I don't really know anything about the Monster Hunter series, but I have to admit this looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I may give Monster Hunter a try. Maybe I'll start with some of the earlier games just so I kind of get a feel for what it actually is. But, I mean, who doesn't love battling giant monsters? So Mario Golf, that sounds like fun. Now obviously I know this isn't where the series started. I think Mario Golf started on the N64 and it was Tennis that started on the Virtual Boy. Yeah, I think that's right. But see, now this does look like fun. My only question is though, and other than that super speed mode of running after the ball, what about this is Mario, like, what about it is Mario as opposed to just a golf game? Now, granted, I don't know how the rest of the series was, but to me, this kind of just looks like golf that you run. But, you know what, I think I'll give it a shot. Probably it'd be a lot of fun, and as it is, I do want to get some of the earlier Mario Golf games and see what we get there. But, yeah. Alright, I don't know what they're waiting on with the Breath of the Wild sequel. I mean, they unveiled it back in, I think it was June of 2019, and we've gotten nothing. What are they waiting for? Well, hopefully soon they do like a Zelda Direct where they actually give us information on it. But here, I love Skyward Sword so much. So I was just recently replaying it on the Wii, and it's so much fun. Frankly, I never really had that much of an issue with the motion controls. As long as you know how to recalibrate the Wii Motion Plus, it works fine. Every once in a while, you just have to recalibrate it. So I really love the game, and yes, it is kind of linear, but it's a good game. It's got a great story, some great characters. So I am so happy because that game's been stuck on the Wii for far too long. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Now, despite the fact that I didn't really have any problems with with the motion controls, using the joystick to control the sword, that's absolutely brilliant. And I think we all saw that coming. That if they were going to port this game over to something else besides the Wii, they'd have to add it just because of some of the negative reception they got with the motion controls and just people hating motion controls in general for some reason. Again, I don't know. Now, personally, I'm going to play the game with these gorgeous nunchucks. Wow. These gorgeous Joy-Cons. I mean, oh my goodness, these are absolutely beautiful. And I've been meaning to get a pair of new Joy-Cons, so alright, I'm getting these. I'm getting Skyward Sword HD, and then oh my gosh, I'm gonna have such a good time with this. I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, it looks so good. I mean, the art style in general on the Wii even, I loved it. I think it looks amazing. I think the game aged great. in my opinion, aged better than Twilight Princess, at least the GameCube version. I haven't actually played Wii U one. But the game aged well as it is, and it just looks so beautiful. It's so bright and colorful, and it's crisp. Oh my goodness! I am so looking forward to this game. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Alright, well, that's all I have to say about that. I'm sure there's going to be some more news coming out sometime soon for some of these games. But, yeah, until next time, so long.